Hello, welcome back to my tea time. Shally here. Let's get into it. There was a time in my life where I was not confident at all. The thought of me being on camera and posting that video for hundreds of thousands of possibly millions of people to see was not a thought in my head. There was no way I was ever going to do something like this. But all of that changed. I realized that my lack of confidence and my insecurities were holding me back from so many things that I wanted to accomplish in my life, and I needed to change that about myself. One of the first things I started doing to feel more confident is really paying attention to the people and things and situations that made me feel less than, whether that was family or friends or my significant other. If those people were not making me feel good about myself, nitpicking me, tearing me down, and it wasn't making me feel good at all, I started to really evaluate that relationship, that friendship, and decided on if I need to continue it, if I needed to keep that person in my life. And chances are, when somebody is treating you bad and putting you down and being mean to you, that is not a relationship that you need. That is not somebody that you need in your life, and all they're gonna do is just hold you back from the people in your life who are going to love you and gas you up and tell you how great you are, make you feel amazing, and support you with everything that you're doing and your dreams and your goals. Those are the type of people that you want in your life, not the opposite. I stopped comparing myself to others. There is nobody like me. There will never be anybody like me, and I'm excited about that. I'm happy about that. I'm unique. I have my own talents, I have my own look, I have my own vibe, I have my own energy, and that's what makes me me. No matter how hard somebody else tries to copy what I wear, copy what I say, copy how I am, they can never be me. And vice versa, I can never be anybody else. So trying so hard to be like somebody else, change everything about you to be like this person because you think this person is so much better than you and whatnot, all that's gonna make you do is feel not good about yourself because A, you will never be like them, and B, it's demeaning and diminishing all the amazing things about you. So realize how great you are and embrace that. I stopped engaging in gossip. It is not fun gossiping. It's really not. And I know a lot of people, especially as women, we form relationships and friendships based on gossip. Like, oh, I don't like that person, or I don't like how that thing's going. And that's how we bond with other people. And that's not a good way to bond with other people, because when you gossip, you're putting out so much negativity out into the air and attaching yourself to other people negatively. And then it starts to get you thinking that everybody gossips. Because if you gossip about other people, then everybody else must be gossiping about you. And then you start feeling insecure and thinking, not trusting them, and they can't trust you. And it's just a cycle of gossip that nobody needs. And to be honest, people who really love themselves and are excited about themselves and feel good about themselves, they don't feel the need to nitpick negative things about other people. They don't get excited when bad things happen to other people. That's just not something that happy, confident, loving people do. And with that said, I stopped caring about what other people said about me. Happy people are not mean. Happy people are not constantly nitpicking you and putting you down and making you feel bad about things that you love and you're excited about. The way people treat you is truly the way that they feel about themselves. So if you're excited because you're doing really well in your business, or you've lost a lot of weight, or you healed an addiction, or all these things, anything that you're excited about, and somebody has something negative to say, it's really truly how they feel about themselves and their ability to accomplish what you've accomplished. I remember when I first started posting on social media, I was so nervous because I was friends with a lot of people at the time who were so judgmental. Like, I'm not kidding. If I started coming around and hanging around them with a different hairstyle, talking about something different, they'd be like, what is that? Why are you talking about that? Why are you wearing that? Why are you different than you were yesterday? And I was so nervous because doing something like this, posting on social media, putting yourself out there, you have to really be confident to do that, or at least start on your confidence train to do that. So I was so nervous about it. And the little remarks people would say and little mean things people would say. And at first it would get to me, and then it started to make me realize that they either A, just want to be doing what I'm doing, or B, they want to have the confidence to do whatever they want to do and they don't have it. And they see me having confidence in myself to pursue my dreams, to go after what I want to do. So like I said, the way people treat you is a reflection of themselves. So I stopped caring about the negative comments from people, about the low blows from people, because that really was just about how they felt about themselves. It had nothing to do with me at all. I started spending more time with people, whether in person or literally just watching their videos online, that thought highly of themselves. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you hang out with 5 people who don't like themselves, are always complaining about their body, complaining about this, talking negatively about themselves, you're gonna be the sixth person that does that. And vice versa. If you hang out with people who love themselves, who love life, who compliment other people, who are just positive and optimistic, you're gonna be the other person in that group doing the same. And when I started hanging around other people who were happier and more positive and more optimistic, I became like that. I became confident, like, wow, she loves herself and she thinks highly of herself and she speaks highly of herself and her friends and the people around her. I wanna feel like that too. And so I started to just really associate myself with people who thought like that. And then in time, I started to naturally think like that. Now I don't have to force myself to think good of myself. I don't have to force myself to be positive and optimistic. It's just how I am now because of the energies and the people that I've surrounded myself with. Birds of a feather really be flocking together. This one right here is like my little secret weapon, which isn't that much of a secret because so many people talk about it, but it is listening to affirmations or subliminal videos while I sleep or just during the day. Your thoughts make up your reality. So if you grew up in an environment, in a family, around friend groups where you were put down a lot, bullied a lot, or just not spoken highly of, just talked down to, those negative thought loops and those things they said to you are replaying in your head over and over and over again, and they're creating your reality. If you think that you're not pretty enough, or you're not smart enough, or you're too this, or you're too that because of what somebody told you, you're gonna keep believing that about yourself. So once you start changing these thoughts on the inside, everything will start changing on the outside. And a really good way to reprogram your subconscious mind and reprogram your thoughts is by listening to subliminal videos or affirmations. Affirmations are great. You know, it's the I am statements. I am this, I am that. And there's even affirmation videos that are you are. So if you want to hear it from the standpoint of somebody else, like you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are great at what you do, depending on whatever is going to be easiest for you to take into your mind. I know in the beginning when you first start listening or saying affirmations, like you don't really believe it. Oh yeah, I'm pretty. Oh, I'm rich. I'm capable of anything I want. Sometimes it seems crazy when you're used to repeating the opposite in your head. So another thing to combat that is subliminal messages. Subliminal videos, it'll be a video with like a really nice sound or maybe like rain sound playing in the background. And the subliminal messages are in the video as well, but they're at a way lower volume. So your conscious mind can't hear them, meaning that there's no block or no wall that these affirmations need to get to be processed to get into your subconscious mind. There's no like, that's not true, or I don't know about that. You consciously can't hear them, so they just go straight into your subconscious. And personally, subliminals work even better for me because I'll listen to a subliminal video for maybe 3 hours, right, while I'm working during the day, and I'll be done with it and I'm like, oh, I feel so much better. And there's so many of them. There's how to be more confident, how to love yourself, how to be comfortable in social situations, self-love. Like there's just so many videos on the internet of female voices, male voices, music, no music. There's just so many different things. So whatever fits your style, whatever is better for you, whether listening to them while you're sleeping, while you're awake, whatnot, those just really helped me a lot. And I currently still listen to them every night when I go to sleep and have them on during the day. And they're just amazing. I started to really dive into and indulge in my passions and my hobbies. When we do things we love, when we do things that we're naturally good at or just good at in general, whether we learn them or not, it makes us feel so much better about ourselves. For real, I love singing. I love creating art. I love creating videos. I love gardening. I love exercising. I love doing these things so much, and they genuinely make me feel so much better about myself and just so much better in general. So when I do these things, I just feel good. I feel confident. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's just something about it other than when you're doing things you hate and spending time in situations that don't make you feel good. Wouldn't you rather be doing things and spending time doing things that you love, that make you feel happy and excited and positive about yourself? And if you don't have any hobbies or you don't know anything that you could do that you might be good at or whatnot, that's something you should start thinking about, because indulging in your hobbies and your creative side really brings out this confidence in you that you might have not known existed. I kept promises to myself. If you can't even keep promises to yourself of little things, how can you keep promises to yourself of big things? How can you feel confident enough to do bigger things? And I started by doing this with my daily planning. So with my planner, I used to be the type of person that had a laundry list, the longest list ever of to-do things, and I wouldn't obviously get through them at all, and it would make me feel like crap about myself. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna chunk this up and make it smaller. So I would just do my top 3 things, top 3 professional things and top 3 personal things. And those are the things I would do for the day. And the professional things is stuff for work, my business, whatnot. And personal things are like, do a face mask, go on a walk, just things I was already kind of gonna do, but putting it on paper, being able to cross off the tasks as I do them, and it being such a smaller amount of tasks, it made me feel so much better at the end of the day to be like, yes, I accomplished these today. I told myself I was gonna do them and I did them. And the more you do that, the more you start to trust yourself, and the more you start to feel confident in yourself, confident in your abilities, and confident in your actions. And it just creates like this confidence loop that just keeps going and going and going, and that's where we want to be. I only speak highly of myself. I only speak highly of myself, and I only speak highly to myself. Baby, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do when I look in the mirror is tell myself how beautiful I am. Tell myself how great I am. Tell myself I'm gonna have a good day today. Tell myself I deserve great things. Tell myself how lucky I am and that everything's always working out for me. I spoke highly of myself, and I spoke great and nicely to myself first thing in the morning, so that is my standard for the day. When you speak highly of yourself and you speak great things to yourself, you won't stand for the opposite from yourself or from other people, because I'm my biggest fan. I think the best of myself. I'm not gonna let some random person come and tell me about myself when I know how great I am, when I know how beautiful I am, when I know how amazing that I feel about myself, and when I know how great my life is, whatnot. I'm not in any way, shape, or form going to accept somebody else speaking bad to me, because this is my standard. And the way you feel about yourself, that energy that you emit, other people can feel that too. So when you don't think highly of yourself and you speak bad about yourself, especially in front of other people, it subconsciously makes them think the same about you. It makes them want to, well, she says negative things about herself all the time, so she won't care if I say it. Or, oh, I could tell she don't feel that good about herself. It's literally, it's real. The energy that you feel and the emotions you feel about yourself projects out. So speak highly of yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, how great your life is going, how things are always getting better for you. And watch that become your reality. And then one of the biggest things that I did that really was a game changer for me in just my life and my confidence and whatnot was I stopped suppressing myself, and I stopped playing small to make other people feel comfortable. I'm not kidding. Doing that will block your blessings. I know as people, we sometimes form relationships and friendships and even in our family based off of negativity, trauma bonds, like negative emotions. We call our friends to complain about this. We talk to our family and complain about that. And like everyone's always complaining, and that's what you have an emotional connection with that person based on that. And then the moment you start doing better and feeling better and looking better, those people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear how good your day went when all you guys used to talk about was how bad everything sucked. They don't want to hear about all the money you're making now, all the progress you're making now, how much better you feel about yourself. They don't. And so sometimes we start to suppress ourselves and play small because we don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, which is silly because they don't care about making us feel uncomfortable. Do not worry about playing small to make other people feel comfortable, because all you're doing is keeping yourself at a small level that you worked so hard to grow from. That's not fair to you. You deserve to talk about your achievements. You deserve to openly feel good about yourself. You deserve to be fucking great. Seriously, because you're amazing. And in realizing that and practicing not suppressing yourself and not playing small, you will then start to attract other people who think like that as well. So then you'll have conversations and you're both talking about your achievements and your goals and your aspirations, and it's a positive, forward-thinking, optimistic conversation, and you'll start forming positive and emotional bonds with people based on that, based on positivity, based on love, based on optimism, just based on things going good. That's all I have for today. I hope that if you're in an era of your life where you're trying to build your confidence and trying to be more confident, that these tips helped you. These are just some of the things that I did to help me with becoming more confident, and they really helped a lot. Like I said, literally a year ago, I was too afraid to put my actual face on camera, and now I'm making this video for you to tell you how to feel more confident about yourself. So I'm telling you, these tips work and these things work, and I really hope that you start to love yourself more and show yourself more love and connect with other people who feel like that about themselves and about you, so that you all can just revel in your greatness together. I hope you have a beautiful day, and as always, stay healthy, happy, and hydrated. Bye.